Alright, how's it going, everybody? I'm Guy Oster, that's Captain Goo. How do you do? And today we're here to continue off from where we left off in our Pokemon SoulSilver not random, hard Nuzlocke. Yeah, today we're fighting this dude and we're doing some other stuff. Last episode we talked about Bleach as I went through the radio tower. So, probably not going to talk about Bleach, even though I did get another edition of the manga. But I did get two other books. One by Kirk Herbstreit, who is a TV radio dude. So some of y'all may know if you for sports on College Game Day. Kind of interested in that one. And I got a book about the teachings of Bruce Lee which is by his daughter, and it's called Be Water, My Friend. Give an update on those whenever I get done with them. That sounds to me like the plan. But what I really wanted to talk about was, oh, I came across something very interesting yesterday, and yesterday whenever I'm recording this, but um, what I what I learned, what the it was interesting how my body reacts to caffeine, because I was very just like in a depressed state, and I was just like, no, darn, and I need to do that. Okay, so now we're good. But I was just kind of feeling down, and in my mind, I'm like, I'm gonna fix some coffee. I fix some coffee, and then everything kind of just changes and turns around. And at that moment, that's when I kind of realized, oh, caffeine is considered a drug, and that is the first time I've ever understood why. Because I mean, my mood changed like miraculously. Like I was sitting there editing, and I was like, I just don't feel like any interest in any of this. And I mean, I'm guessing this is the power of Bayleaf with Reflect and Rain Up. So that's pretty insane. But yeah, I was just kind of sitting there, and I was uber down. This wasn't yesterday. This was the day before yesterday, but same difference. But it just kind of got me thinking and kind of just interested in like everything, because I mean, it's just interesting how like the mind, the body, how all that stuff works. Talked to my mother about it, and she was mentioned like the dopamines to it, and I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not, but it was definitely a very interesting idea for it. Like a very interesting idea in a case of that. So yeah. Uh sorry for the sorry for the real short, unless I come up with something really short, food for thought. I'm just not. I just guess I can't. I can't. I guess I just can't measure my time. I can't really do stuff too. So there are things I need to really work on. So just figured I'd make mention of that now. Recording this on Thursday, but I just know that the Goof for Thought on Sunday is just not going to be long. And I'm going to probably make a mention of it. Like, I really want to cover like all of the, like, I really want to talk talk and cover all the all the different seasons of the anime of the like TV show, and because I think that'd be awesome. I just haven't been able to figure out how to get clips, or what's the way to be able to really go through with that. And that's just the one super upsetting part of everything. Because if I could get that fixed up, I'd be able to move through and be happy. But alas, can't do that. And I mean, that's another thing is I find myself using random words like alas. Like I'll actually use that unironically, which is kind of funny to me. I'm gonna psychic here, but yeah, just some random thoughts. I mean, we should be, yeah. Okay. So, what? Curious what's going on with y'all? Because I mean, I've kind of shared the ideas of what I'm trying to do, and uh, not sponsored. I don't know if they sponsor anybody, but I mean, it'd be cool if I could ever get big enough on here to be sponsored. But Hypeland, they make amazing quality sweatshirts. If you're curious, if you're on the fence about it, uh, I I got a Sasuke one from Naruto Shippuden. It says vintage blue. It looks green for most of the time, but sometimes it does look blue. So, take that as you will. But it fits amazing. It feels amazing. It's really, really good quality compared to what I wasn't really expecting. Like, I didn't know what quality to expect, but I wasn't expecting it to be that quality. So, it would be $90 well worth it. I spent 68, turned into 80 as far as shipping goes, but definitely a worthwhile expense. I have no idea why we're moving so slow. So yeah, I'm not too sure there. But yeah, I wanted to make sure to mention something that I think I've already done it. I'll probably start reading the Kirk Herbstreit book earlier, like earlier today. Yeah, just, but sometime today I'm gonna try and read that. Start on that. I want to. I've been thinking. I'm curious. I get I end up with oh my goodness, motion sickness. Like whenever I travel, if I travel with family, I've almost gotten to the point where they will let me sit in the front, which awesome. Because I mean, being the young, like having my mom, dad, and being the youngest sibling out of it, whatever. It's like okay, wasn't being really expecting the treatment there, but I mean, whenever you actually get sick to to stuff, it's like yeah, you're gonna go to the you're gonna be able to sit in the front. So, and anyone who doesn't know with octillery, anyone who doesn't know with motion sickness, sometimes like I mean, sometimes like you can't do anything and you can only like or like you can't look at screens or whatever. And I'm not saying this will work, but I did get the Bruce Lee book as my test for like if next vacation kind of deal. I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna try that instead of because I can't be on my phone. I can listen to music, so I mean you're allowed to be able to listen to music and look out the window. But that's like the extent, and it's sad that that's the extent, but that is the extent to it all. So we're going to go with that, and I mean it doesn't seem like that big of a book. I mean there's a possibility that thing's actually like 200 pages though too, which is insane. I didn't even look at the page count. I was just like, yeah, I'm wanting to go visit some friends sometime, so thinking it'd be cool to go on a little, take a little plane ride wherever and see how that goes. So, like, that could be miserable, that could be unmotivating, that could be unfortunate, that could be just scary and horrible. So, yeah, kind of not the swellest. Kinda not the swellest. Be my best guess. I'm gonna actually reach over and because I have it on my bookshelf, which I need to actually redo my bookshelf at this point now too. No, y'all, you might not care. There's probably someone out there who's like, yeah, this is the interesting stuff. But oh, there's 200 pages. How much does the Kirk Herbstreit book have? That thing looks massive compared. We'll hit Flame Wheel. Because it's just a Spinnerack. If this Spinnerack kills me, then just quit. 377. Um, could be better. I've read 400. So we yeah. I didn't even see. We're gonna just stay in pits. We're gonna and I got Dragon Ball Super Hero on Blu-ray. Pretty hype. Um, it was kind of stupid though. There's 2 discs in the box, and one's special features and one's just says movie. So is that just something that's commonplace for Blu-ray DVDs? Because if so, that's stupid. Like very, very stupid. And I don't know who's gonna argue against it being not stupid, but it's stupid. Um, um, but yeah, like as far as like what I'm really thinking for this for my bookshelf is I want to move like all my like I have my Xbox games, I have the Xbox One and I have the 360. Nothing for the Series X yet, which I mean, I've I didn't think I would be buying everything digitally, but it just kind of turned out that I would buy everything digitally, or like I've been using Game Pass, which is kind of a weird revelation to have. And I'm gonna actually see what we're facing this time. Drapion, um, Poison Dark, we haven't seen. Darnold. Um, so yeah, that's a little thing that I was expecting that I would actually get a lot of my disc, and I don't know how many people will actually be the mo. I don't know how many people will actually care. There could be, should be, might be. Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, like kind of a my playthrough, just trying to do whatever on my other channel. I think that's going to be the next one, or that's going to be the first thing I do on there, and then we can do that, and then we can like hopefully if that goes well, then we'll do Tears of the Kingdom. Or well, if I like Breath of the Wild, I would do Tears of the Kingdom because you don't just. I'm not going to decide whatever. But yeah, that actually sounds like a great idea. I just would have to find the time. I believe that comes out in May. I done an edit for Kill that showed, and I want to think it said it was May. I want to think it was May. So all we do is we come over here and we go LOZ Tears of the Kingdom, and it appears to May 12th. Oh, think I think I could beat I think I could beat Breath of the Wild before that if I just kind of actually play. I would want to record though, and I'm saying record, I wouldn't like I want to record it so I could probably cut down the bits and pieces of it and do that, but I'm not sure. Also, having Abra here is pretty. That's a pretty legendary final. All right, Steelix isn't able to kill an Abra. That's that doesn't seem to be the best. But I mean, hey, y'all got. I didn't even. I knew there was a couple boss fights coming up here for like important trainer fights, but I did not think it would be like that. Like I thought, I really thought that there was like another couple floors, and I really thought there was another couple floors in the radio tower. So just ended up. That's that's kind of crazy to me. Like just the timing, I really like just oh my. It's just kind of the thought of like I really blue balled right there so much harder than I thought I did. Like I was like, oh, there's like another floor or two of this. We're good. But no, I mean, I left it off at the battle. Maybe that's what happens if you read. Who knows? Who knows? If I read, then we might have been in a situation where it's like, actually, actually, but no, like that's pretty cool on my part to just call it. You see, I am that good with Gen 2 that I knew for a fact that that was going to be the case, and I didn't even have to like. I was able to just wrap it up. Like there was just some like internal clock that was like, okay, this is the spot. You're done. And I was like, you know what? You're right. So we're on. We might clear out this floor, but it's what? Oh, and then we go to level 25s. Could you imagine if we were like everyone was at level 35, like we've been, like we just fought, like they wet the palate. They get you just wanting more, and then they just drop you down 10 levels, and ah, not ideal. Not ideal in the slightest. But Tears of the Kingdom comes out on May 12th. Breath of the Wild I have in my possession. So I'm thinking that might be the most absolute amazing play on my right now is to go. Like, I might just go through. We go Breath of the Wild. That might be the first thing on the channel. I mean, if I can play bits and pieces, if I play the way I play games, which I started. Like, I mean, MLB The Shows came out, and it's like, okay, that is amazing. I and it, I love baseball. I love watching baseball in person. Playing baseball is amazing. Playing baseball is my one like regret in life that I just didn't give it another shot after I didn't make the middle school team because I didn't make the middle school team because I was the next pick. So I was the next option, but the person what they didn't have a catcher, so they're like, we need to make sure we get a catcher, and it's like, well, that is stupid. You don't need a catcher, you need me. Which I had played catcher in my lifetime. I was so good, I got hit in the groin about every single time. I didn't wear a cup. 8 or 9. I hit inside the park home runs because kids can't field the ball sometimes. So I was just out there. But um, I miss my time playing baseball. That's honestly my biggest regret in college. Well, one, I wish I would have helped with the school like broadcast team or the broadcast channel, but uh, I think that's where I was just so not unoutgoing that I was terrified. I've been terrified of failure for a while, so I didn't really. So that really pushed me back on that. But I wish I would have played intramural baseball or intramural softball. That would have been that was like the one thing I really wanted to do, but I didn't really make any friends in college, and the friends I did have didn't want to play intramural baseball, or and also I didn't mention it. But um, I wanted to. I was more focused on spending time with friends that because I didn't have too many, than I was just doing other things that I wanted to do. So, um, yeah, just um, recognize like friends are amazing, but you still need to. Friends are amazing, but you still need to do things that you want to do too. Though that's kind of my that's kind of my thought process, and I can actually go back to my talk again because why was I off of it? But what I will say that last episode, like the bleach stuff, like we just rattled off everything, and I need to just I think almost feel like I could need to pick some stuff, and we just need to be like I should just use these as like 30-minute podcast whatever's where y'all play whatever y'all play the y'all watch the game go. So I wanna find like a pretty I might try and raise the difficulty up. Maybe it is time to Nuzlocke style. I mentioned a different kind of Nuzlocke in like a while ago, maybe almost a year ago. So that could be that could be an option. That could legitimately be an option for what we do moving on. Because I already told y'all I just wanted to play through Johto, and I wanted to play SoulSilver. So I don't have my okay. Yep. Uh, 24. We're gonna stop right here. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for tuning in. As always, guy on Ostrich Capital Q. I'll find something to talk about next one. Peace out.